Welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. Yes, we're doing another blind tasting. I know a lot of you guys like it. I enjoy it. Can't always do them, but I do like to do them, and we are doing what they call GSM blends. California versus Washington. GSM blends are really, really popular. GSM stands for Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre. So usually they'll sometimes throw another wine in there, another grape varietal, but usually it's predominantly Grenache, Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre. So we're going to get started right off the bat. I love Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre blends because they are usually peppery, very, very good. I'm not sure if I'm going to try and guess. They're very, very good, by the way. Some of them, not all of them. I'm going to not going to try and guess the state because we're talking both new and new world wines. Very tough, but you know, I might. You never know. Let's see what we get on those. Number one. Boy, this one has some aromatics coming off the glass, man. I can smell it from here. So a lot of berries, red berries. Definitely some plum, boysenberry. Get a little baking spice coming off the nose. Get a little bit of red licorice. Let's see what we get on the palate. Lots of red fruit on this one. Good acidity. I mean, it's not highly acidic, but this acidity kind of lifts it in the mouth. Nice sweet fruit on the back end. I get a little plum. I get a little currant too on this one. It's not super complex, but it's a 10 in the delicious category, just saying. Yeah, definitely strong currant component. Good balance, not complex. What I mean by that is you don't get a bunch of different flavors coming through, but there is acidity to it that gives it a little bit of a lift on the palate. Not a huge amount, but just enough. Makes it a little brighter. There's definitely red berries. I get a little bit of blackberry and currant notes in there. This is a crowd pleaser wine, a little licorice on the backside. Not a super long finish, I'd say a medium finish. But that fruit is really sweet on the backside. This could be, I'm going to go, and I'm going to say this one, well, I'm going to guess after I drink the next one. It makes it a little easier. I'm thinking Washington on that one. I'm not positive. Very interesting. I did the blind Chardonnay tasting and I got it wrong. We had 3 in there and I didn't get it right, which is kind of... But based on my descriptor, a couple of you out there got it. So I should have listened to myself. Anyway. Yeah, I think I did 4 Chard, Washington versus California. I think that's what it was. Anyway, number 2. Number 2. See what we get on the nose. Color, pretty dark on this one. I'm going to say deep ruby. Yes. Let's see what we get on the nose. Now this one has a little bit of a... Definitely baking spices, for sure. Get a little cinnamon action coming through. Plums. You hit a strawberry. The spices on this are pretty powerful. A little bit of licorice as well. Let's see what we get on the palate. front, mid palate, close to the finish, it's definitely currants, plums, black plums, and then the cinnamon and baking spices come out at the back end, which is really interesting. This is also not super complex, but it is another one that's a tannin delicious category. Very smooth tannins. I mean, this is smooth. These are crowd pleasers. I mean, these are wines that you could take to any party and people go, oh yeah, this is really good. You know, you don't have to think about it a lot, you just enjoy it. Yeah, the fruit expands a bit on the mid palate, goes into the finish. You get a little bit of chalkiness on the tannins on the backside, but they're still very smooth. This is a very polished wine, good integration, good balance. Again, not super complex. You don't get a huge amount of variations in the wine itself, but it is definitely delicious. I'm going California on this, and I'm going to go Washington on that. I could be totally off base, but that seems to me to have a little more sunshine on it. So we're going to go CA on that one, and I'm going to go, yeah, both really good. I mean, you could, like I said, you could take that to anybody's house, hand it to them. If they popped it open, they go, wow, that's good wine. Yeah, a little bit of cherry, currants, cherries, little grit on the backside. Yeah, both of those are really good. Let's move on. Number 3. Number 3. Thank my wife Susie for taking the time to bag these up for me. Appreciate it. All right, number 3. This is about the same as the last one in color. Kind of a darker red, ruby red. Big O. No, we won't go there. This has a little stink action on the nose. Yeah, not as aromatically expressive as the other two. Definitely get stink. I'm getting stink on the nose. A little bit of bark coming through. Definitely cherries and a little bit of strawberry, but mostly cherries. Like those really good, you know, ripe red cherries. A little strawberry joining up, and a touch, just a hint of licorice. And I'm getting that bark, the like beauty bark element. Let's see what we get on the palate. Once again, smooth tannins, very basic, same flavor profile, front to finish, still delicious, a little lighter than the last two. Sort of a, dare I say, vanilla ice cream GSM blend. Yeah, ripe cherries, a little bit of strawberry, just a touch of white pepper on the finish, but pretty much the same front to finish. I don't get a lot of juxtaposition of flavors. I don't get a lot of, it is very smooth, it's very integrated. It's, again, a delicious wine. You could take it to any party, people would love it. Don't have to think about it, just drink it. That's what we got here. Get a little caramel action on the back end. That white pepper makes it more interesting to me, so we're going to be a little kinder to this one because of that. And I'm going to say, try this again before I guess on the state. Got a little expansion on the mid palate and the fruit. Not boring. I mean, if you like vanilla ice cream, you're going to like it. It's just that it just doesn't do much as far as just, there it is, boom, boom. You know, that's what you get. Let's move on. I'm not going to guess the state. I guess those two. I'm going to go against this one because I have a California, Washington. So if I'm correct, there's a California, Washington in these two. Number 4. Yeah, it's got a decently long finish. I'm going to leave the gray the way I have it. Rinse. See what we get on the nose. Little candied licorice component on the nose. Yeah, very candied-like. If you had a hard candied licorice with a little red and black licorice. Very sweet on the nose. I get this candied cherries as well. A little bit of candied raspberry coming through. And strawberries. A little red flower component. This is as aromatically the best one of the bunch, I think. This one's just a hair lighter than the last 3. Yeah, I can almost see through this one. Yeah, sweet. I don't know. You know when you walk into a candy shop, you get to smell that sweetness. That's what I'm getting on this. Let's see what we get on the palate. I put California on this one. Pretty solid fruit. Now, this is the best one of the bunch, in my opinion. Good complexity. I get ripe cherries, ripe strawberries, a little candied element coming through, but it's balanced by tobacco notes on the back, which really surprises me. Yeah, there's a little peppery element underneath, front to finish. This has some characteristics. This has some complexity. My mouth is drooling. The tannins are smooth, but at the backside you get just a little bit of a kind of a leathery grip on that. So this has some nice structure to it. This has the delicious factor. Complexity. Finishes with a little bit of raspberry joining the cherries. Long finish. Nice wine. Nice wine. Yeah. Now, of all of these, and you're looking for like a little bit more serious but still fruit forward wine, this could be Washington, but I'm guessing California. And I hope, you know, I'd hope it was Washington. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to go, yeah, that tobacco on the backside really adds to the complexity of this wine, makes it more interesting. It's light on its feet, but it's still powerful. A term I used with Kukula Cellars on my last episode. I like that in a wine if it can kind of show some finesse, but at the same time power. I don't mind power. We tried a wine, Scott and I tried a wine the other day that was just incredibly powerful, but it was very good and balanced. This has good balance, good complexity. I think you know where it's going. Yes. So in first place, number 4. Second place, number 2. Third place, number 1. And last place, number 3. So I guessed Washington is number 3. I gave it a C+, which is better than average. But I just thought it was a little too vanilla ice cream-like. Oh, I was totally wrong, see? Look at that! This is Shannon Ridge Vigilance Cimarron. And this rolls in at $15. Lake County, 2016. 55 Syrah, 28 Mourvedre, 17 Grenache. There you go. Now this is not a bad wine. $15 is a fair price. I think if you enjoy vanilla ice cream, you enjoy just something simple and easy, this is definitely a 10 in the delicious category. Yeah. Surprised I didn't get... Did I really put Washington on that one? I did. I put Washington. See, because I don't know. So I guess this one is Washington as well. C plus B minus, number 1. Okay, this is the, yes, this is Washington. 2017 Airfield Mustang Red Yakima Valley rolls in at $25. So, you know, I don't think this is a super great value for sure. 13.9 alcohol. This does not give the exact blend here, but it is a GSM blend. There you go. Mustang, $25. You know, $15, $25. They were pretty close in their grade. Yeah. In second place with a B minus, I said California. I'm obviously wrong on one of these. Oh, it is California. 2018 Han GSM, Central Coast, California. Grenache, Syrah, Mourvedre, and it rolls in at $15.49. So we sell it for at the store. Central Coast. Now this is a perennial favorite of a lot of people. Han GSM. And guess what? That means a Washington State GSM blend made it in first place. Yeah, I'm liking my choices so far. Wow. The fruit is just incredibly fruit forward. Number 4 in first place with a BB+. I really like this one. Showed a fantastic amount of complexity. I love the finish on it. Aha. I like these guys. I really do. I'm glad they came in first place. This is the Gilbert Cellars 2018. It's called Alaborges. Syrah, Grenache, Mourvedre. This rolls in at $24. Worth every bit of $24. Good for you, Washington State. You came in. See, I didn't really want to do the guessing part. They're both New World. It makes it a little bit tough. You know, I expected California to be the most fruit forward, of course, of the bunch, but there you go. Gilbert Cellars, nice job. How much do you like the blind tastings? I've had quite a few comments. If you really like them, if you don't like, I mean, you probably like them. I mean, what it's kind of fun to watch me mess up sometimes, isn't it? Thanks for taking a little time out of your day. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I don't know why I have trouble with that one. Tell your friends about this program. I'm getting more subscribers. I really like it. I really appreciate your support very much. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.